So here's the frontal already plucked. I plucked this off camera because I am a beginner myself and I wouldn't be no help to anyone. So I will link links below to videos that you can watch. Also, listen, this hurt my back. It took me 4 hours to do by myself. And here is just the amount of hair that I plucked out. I've just put the cap onto the head and I'm just showing you here that we're going to put the frontal in front of the wig cap, because when you sew it on it usually rides back, so you want to place it in front of the wig cap to give it more room. Once you've placed it onto the wig cap, this is how it should look at the back. There should be no lumps or bumps, be flat. So we're doing it from ear to ear, and this is how it should look at the front as well. See how you can't see any of the wig cap, because you don't want to see that, because then you know you've done it wrong because it's too close, so you need to push it forward. Okay, here's a close-up of the back. What I'm trying to show you is that there should be no bumps whatsoever. It should be flat, because if it's got bumps it's going to look really weird when you've cut the lace from underneath the wig. So we're trying to refrain from any sort of things like that. It needs to be flat. I just plaited the hair to keep it out of the way, because it's more helpful and it allows you to see what you're doing more. And here I'm just showing you that we're going to sew it down. I already sewed it, but we're going to sew it across. For our first bundle, we're going to take that and we're going to sew from the bottom, and we're going to go round in a U shape. Here I'm just showing you how it should look. It should go from one end of the frontal to the other end of the frontal. I put the T-pins in to make sure it was secure, so I didn't move and leave a massive gap. And then we're going to continue doing that all the way up the wig. When you've been sewing for a while, your wigs just start to look like this. You'll see that it has a distinctive U shape and that it's all flat and everything. So you should be proud of your work so far. Reach the top, it should look something like this. And what we're going to do, we're going to begin closing up, going in a U shape like that, and then eventually it's going to close it up. So that's what we're going to do now. This is the wig so far. So we're just going to close it up now. Once you have done that, it should look something like this, and it should be flush against the lace frontal, and everything should lay flat. There should be no lumps and bumps. So sorry about the dry hands, but yeah, that's how it should look. One important detail, make sure that your last track is not actually on top of the frontal but alongside it, because then that will create bumps and it will not lay flat. Here I'm just showing you the final product of everything coming together, and listen, this is the part where you can scream to the God, you can be like, hallelujah, my wig is flawless. Like, this is the part where you get gas because you got one last step or two and you can put this wig on. Like, that's how I was feeling. And also here is the back. Remember, this is 22 inches of hair. Listen, you're going to be looking like Pocahontas if you're some short girl, let me tell you that. So last step, now we are going to cut off the excess lace, and we need to be careful with this part because if we don't, we can cut the stitches and it can unravel the whole wig. So you just want to cut that off very, very carefully. Now we have reached the end. We can scream, we can jump up and down because you just slayed your wig. Now this is the wig all styled and straightened. I didn't put it on because this wig is not for me, it's for a client. And listen, I was so happy with the results and I hope that my client is too. But yes, here is the end results, and I hope you enjoyed the video and that it was insightful and helpful. And leave a comment down below to tell me if you actually made a wig because I would love to know. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the video. Bye guys. I don't see nobody going in and out these damn chairs, but somehow